Let's now take you to this. The head of the National Directorate for Priority Crime, Advocate Godfrey Lebeya, is briefing the media on the developments in his unit. Let's listen in.
Inciting people to burn and loot the Brookside Mall in Pietermaritzburg was circulated on WhatsApp social media platform. The mall was looted and burned to the ground, and the estimated damage caused to the looting and the fire was approximately 500 million rands. The Hawks initiated investigation and identified the author of that video clip as Mdumiseni Keta Zuma, a 36-year-old man. On the 28th of August 2021, he was arrested in KwaZulu-Natal, where his bail was also denied. On the 29th of November 2023, the Pietermaritzburg Regional Court sentenced Mdumiseni Zuma to an effective 12 years imprisonment following his conviction on contravening Section 17 and 18 of the Rioters Assemblies Act. Zuma was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment for the first count, of which 2 years was suspended for 5 years on conditions that he is not convicted of the same offense during the period of suspension. He was further sentenced to 6 years imprisonment on second count, of which 2 years is to run concurrently with the sentence on the first count. This results in an effective 12 years direct imprisonment. We may recall that 65 alleged July unrest instigators were secured to appear in court on charges of conspiracy to commit public violence, incitement to commit public violence, and incitement to commit arson. A charge of terrorism has now been added. All the accused are on bail, and the case is postponed to the 8th of April 2024 at Durban Local Division of the High Court. A decision is pending on another case. Coming to the third case, economic protected resources, which is still in the same environment of serious organized crime. 3 alleged gold dealers arrested. This happened in the Free State. On the 24th of November 2023, 3 suspects, Progress Vayeni Mlambo, Leonard Moyo, and Kokanai Sitole, were arrested by a team comprising of Velcom-based Hawks Serious Organized Crime Investigation, Hawks Head Office, Precious Metals and Diamond Team, the Public Order Police, and the Protea Coin Security. Information about the accused exchanging gold for cash between Free State and Gauteng led to the investigators seeking a search and seizure warrant. They had their eyes set squarely on a certain house in Paris where 3 illegal activities were said to be taking place. 16 nuggets of unwrought gold worth 4,579,800 rands of cash were recovered, and 4 vehicles were seized. The suspects appeared before the magistrate in Paris on the 27th of November 2023 for contravening the Precious Metals Act of 2005, and again on the 29th of January 2024. Mlambo and Moyo, the South Africans, are out on bail, while Sitole, a Mozambican national, is remanded in custody. They are due to be back in court on the 4th of March 2024. In case number 4, accused sentenced to damage of essential infrastructure while stealing diesel. This happened in the Free State. On the 4th of January 2022, Private security company personnel were conducting routine patrols on a farm near Vrede when they saw a group of suspects drawing Transnet diesel from a storage tank. The suspect had already damaged a block valve and were filling 4 trucks and a bakkie with diesel. Upon seeing security officers, the suspect fled the scene. A Malawian national, Patrick Kapalamamula, who was left behind, was arrested. On the 4th of December 2023, he was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment by Vrede Regional Court for contravening the Criminal Matters Amendment Act. He shall be deported upon conclusion of his sentence. In case number 5, accused sentenced to 15 years imprisonment for possession of stolen copper cable. This happened in KwaZulu-Natal. In September 2022, Bongani Mbata, 32 years, was arrested by the Newcastle-based Hawk Serious Organized Crime Investigation and the Lady Smith Crime Prevention. The police received information about a suspect who was in possession of stolen copper cable, and they proceeded to his house where a copper cable with a street value of about 550,000 rand was found. Transnet officials positively identified it as their property. Mbata was charged with possession of stolen property and appeared in court where he was successfully opposed when he tried to get bail. On the 2nd of October 2023, Mbata was convicted and sentenced to 15 years imprisonment for possession of stolen copper cable by Ezakheni Regional Court. In case number 6, accused shares 33 years imprisonment for possession of copper cable. This again happened in KwaZulu-Natal. In January 2022, 4 suspects, Sipho Nkosi, Mkolisi Lolo, Nkanyiso Shwala, and Shumake Shabangu, were arrested by Kingsley Visible police members when they were doing patrol around Blood River area. Their vehicle was searched and 120 kg of copper cable with street value of approximately 128,000 was found. A case of possession of property suspected to be stolen was registered at Kingsley Police Station, and the case docket was allocated to the Newcastle-based Hawks Serious Organized Crime Investigation for intensive investigation. It was later established that the copper cable was stolen from Transnet railway lines at Hlobane. Their bail was successfully opposed. As a result, the accused were in custody until the 19th of October, when the Newcastle Regional Court convicted and sentenced Nkosi and Ndlodo to 10 years imprisonment each, Shwala to 8 years imprisonment, and Shabangu to 5 years imprisonment. The quartet is declared unfit to possess a firearm. Trafficking in persons. Trafficking in persons is described as a modern-day slavery and a crime against humanity. South Africa has not been spared this twin pandemic of trafficking in persons and smuggling of migrants. During this period, 19 potential victims of trafficking in persons were rescued. 3 foreign nationals were convicted, while 4 suspects were arrested. 16 awareness campaigns were proactively conducted, and 17 disruptive operations were reactively conducted by the DPCI. I will only allude to one matter in this regard. That is case number 7, trafficking in persons suspect arrested with 14 kids. That happened in the Northern Cape. On the 6th of December 2023, a multidisciplinary team comprising of Hawk Serious Organized Crime Investigation, Kimberley Family Violence, Child Protection and Sexual Offences Unit, and the Kimberley Crime Prevention arrested 2 Zimbabwean nationals on allegation of trafficking in persons. The 2 accused, Tafazwa Otis Nadakura and Beula Maruza, were seen boarding a bus in Midrand with 14 undocumented kids aged between 6 and 14 years. Police were alerted to the incident by a vigilant passenger in a bus from Midrand, Johannesburg, en route to Cape Town. The bus made a stopover in Kimberley. The passenger called an off-duty police officer who in turn alerted the multidisciplinary team for investigation and arrest. The suspects claimed to be taking the kids to their parents in Cape Town. The victim, who are the kids, were inspected and looked not clean, without any additional clothes or bags, and looked hungry. Provincial Trafficking in Persons Rapid Response Team led to the Department of Social Development, which was contacted to assist and placing the kids at a place of safety and providing food. Nadakura was released on 5,000 Rand bail. Maruza is in custody pending her application for bail. The case is postponed to the 15 April 2024, and the kids have been sent back to Zimbabwe. Cash in transit heists. Cash in transit heists continue to be a thorn in the economy of the country, and the DPCI, in collaboration with private organizations, continues to strengthen the fight against these crimes. For this quarter, 55 arrests were effected and 5 convictions secured for CIT. I shall cite only 2 matters in this regard. Case number 8, that is cash in transit heists, accused sentenced. This happened in KwaZulu-Natal. On the 14th of February 2020, G4 security guards were delivering cash in the ATM at the service station in Kranskop, when one of them was accosted by Senzo Magwanyana, together with his accomplice, who demanded cash and fatally shot the security guard. He further fired shots and wounding 3 school children who were in the vicinity. An undisclosed amount of cash was recovered after a shootout with the police. Magwanyana was later arrested and appeared in court. He was released on bail and never returned to court. A warrant of arrest was issued against him, and he was rearrested at Claremont Township outside Pinetown in June 2023. On the 6th of November 2023, the KwaZulu-Natal High Court sitting in Pietermaritzburg sentenced Magwanyana to life imprisonment for the murder of a security guard, 15 years imprisonment for robbery with aggravating circumstances, and 5 years imprisonment for 3 counts of attempted murder. In case number 9, serial cash in transit robbers convicted. This one happened in the Eastern Cape. On the 25th of March 2022, a G4S vehicle was picking up money at ShopRite in Sentani when the crew was accosted by 2 armed men and robbed at gunpoint. The crew sought assistance from a police vehicle that was parked nearby, and a shootout ensued. Unfortunately, an innocent bystander was fatally wounded. Lwando Ntiantia and Nkosekaya Lloyd were arrested by the Sentani Visible Policing. 2 firearms were recovered from the suspects. The matter was referred to the East London-based Hawks Serious Organised Crime Investigation for further investigation. The investigation linked the suspect to CIT robbery that occurred on the 9th of September 2021 at McDonald in Amalinda, Cambridge, and another that occurred in Whittlesea at Sondelani Cash Loans, where a security guard was robbed of his firearm, as well as a CIT robbery at Big Daddy's in Wilsonia, where a G4S vehicle was robbed. On the 13th of December 2023, the Eastern Cape High Court, sitting at Makanda, convicted Ntiantia and Lloyd on 4 counts of robbery with aggravating circumstances, murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, 3 counts of unlawful possession of a firearm, and unlawful possession of ammunition. The duo remain in custody, and they are to receive their sentence today. Precious metals and diamonds and chrome. Offences relating to transnational importing and exporting of precious metals, diamonds and chrome, and illegal mining committed in an organized fashion remains an area of focus, as these activities threaten economic and national security. I shall only cite one example in this regard: illegal mining. Case number 10, 14 of the 18 Zamazamas sentenced. This happened in Limpopo. During October 2022, the Palabura-based Hawks Serious Organized Crime Investigation received an intelligence about people who were mining illegally at Beggerstorp outside Mahage. An operation between the Palabura-based Hawks Provincial Illegal Mining Task Team and Mahage SAPS was conducted, where the team arrested 18 suspects, namely Tinotenda Gore, Godwin Hope, Derek Madonza, Brian Macha, Gift Macha, Kumbulani Sibanda, Emmanuel Sibanda, Iton Moyo, Mwegezi, Ntolu, Kane Nube, William Nube, Sunboy Shumba, Prince Hobe, Spamandla Zwinde, Ngiti Mhlaba, Lawrence Mlambo, Kazai Wayo, and Tawanda Nyakundia. 4 vehicles and various mining equipments, as well as gold, were seized. The accused were charged with acquisition and possession and use of proceeds of unlawful activities, possession of unwrought precious metals, mining of mineral without rights or permission, committing an act which is likely to detrimentally affect the environment, commencement with listed activity without authorization, failure to use a port of entry, entering the Republic without a valid passport, and trespassing. On the 14th of December 2023, 14 Zamazamas were convicted and sentenced to a combined total of 354 years imprisonment on 8 counts of illegal mining and contravening of Immigration Act by the Lenyane Regional Court. 14 of the accused persons made application several times, and they...
All right, let's come out of that briefing. Of course, that is the head of the National Directorate for Priority Crimes, otherwise known as the Hawks, Advocate Godfrey Lebeya, giving an update just on the achievements, successes and milestones during the third quarter of the 2023-2024 financial year. Of course, Lebeya reporting on arrests, some with successful convictions on various crimes ranging from money laundering, copper cable theft, human trafficking, with some of these sentences sentences, up to 30 years behind bars in some cases. Now, the Directorate, as you know, has over the past few months been cracking down on corruption and crime, resulting in over 600 people during the first quarter. We'll continue to break down some of those arrests and crimes later on in the show, and just give you, once that briefing has concluded,